your move.
Yo, what's up, guys? Here we are with the UDS champion himself, SHUNPIng Zhu, or should I say champ, who ended up winning the entire UDS with not Spiral, not the best deck Pendulum, but with Rockets. Rockets, it's insane. I remember seeing his deck on the Friday, telling him, bro, your deck sucks, and here he is destroying me in my face, going undefeated the whole way. Bro, why don't you explain to the world what you just did?
So I went
Champion.
So I went 8-0 for day one after round one bye. Day two, I start 2 rounds. I also got 2 wins. So the final 2 rounds, I just give my friends the wins because I guaranteed.
Wait. So you went 10-0,
Correct.
and you just gave your other 2 wins away.
Yeah, because at that point I top 8 already, and I'm facing friends I just don't even need.
Bro,
They asked me to put my feature. I was like, I'm conceding. Yeah.
That's insane,
And,
bro.
top 8, I play Luna. Top 4, I play Dino. And final, I play the Shadow.
That's insane, bro. Without further ado, let's check out the goo, bro.
Sure. So starter deck. There's 3 best card in the deck. There's 3 safer. Part of safer. There's 2 baby dragons. These are the generic cards. They did good. These are limited for a reason. That card is just absurd. Like the deck abused this card a lot. So it's this card is solved. It's just able to do like the majority of the combos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the Rockets, where people focus the most at this point. So it's Tracer, Recharger, Silver, Magna, and Router.
Wow. Wait, Recharger?
Yeah. So this
What's
card,
that
this card is it's your play turn 3 after you made a board. So if a dark extra deck monster got destroyed while this card's in your hand or field, you send this card to graveyard to revive a dark monster that's not the one that got destroyed, pretty much. So I've been going to turn 3, resolve Striker Dragon, add this one back, resolve this to revive Red Eyes. Red Eyes bring back another dragon, and suddenly I'm able to make me like board, so I just kill people.
That's insane.
Yeah, like Tracer's another like the second best card in the deck. There's like almost more than 10 copies of Tracers. You need this for any combos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you just open Tracer, it's worst case a single combo or Savage. Still good enough. These 2 Rockets flows after they got destroyed at the end phase. And when they're a target for Link monster, they got a trigger effect. This one I get to check my opponent's extra deck and banish one. And this one send a monster from the field to graveyard without target. So turn 1 play, I use this to check my opponent's playing and banish something important.
Yeah.
This one is like an L2 sleeper, which they happen. This is the non-rocket monster. When I control Rocket, I get to special summon this. It's inherent summon.
Yeah.
And when it hit the graveyard, I get to search a Rocket.
Yeah, free
by anyway. So like this, like a Foolish Burial or Dragon Shrine will just turn into send this and turn into a Tracer.
Yeah. That's insane. The lineup's huge too.
Yeah, it's a pretty big Rocket ratio deck. And good dragons, Red Eyes. Yeah, I'm probably getting this card banned. The Shudo, Keeper Shrine.
Keeper?
Bro, the only time I see this is in Cube.
Yeah.
That a Duel Links card?
Yeah, it is. It's actually needed for all of the single card combos, and it has a very good effect. Like every time your monster is sent to graveyard by battle, by card effect, you
Free
get to bring
special.
it. Yeah, it doesn't banish itself. It just once per turn. So against like Geist, it become infinite monsters, and it has 21 defense. You just can't get rid of it. Yeah, like
Good game.
yeah. Deshru is one of my least favorite card in the deck. I lost game 1 top 8 because I had to combo with, like I opened Deshru, so I have to combo with this card, and I got OTK turn 2 by Dinos.
Oh.
Yeah.
But hey, guess what? He's in the champ. You are. Let's go.
And so when my friend first sent me the list, it doesn't have the following 3 cards. That's the change I made to the list. It's because like my OCG friends in Europe sent me the original idea. I just put in like more TCG style things.
Yeah.
This is like an extension for the Heavenly Sphere. So the original idea is after I tribute for Sphere, I get to search a Fantas. And there's other tricky play with Bro Tour you can do. Not this weekend, but last weekend at the region I practiced, I've done like, I got Nibiru on my Sphere, and I already drew the red eyes. So I just go summon this and target their Nibiru, search my Nibiru. It was against a hero guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Levenier won me a couple games. It's actually kind of bricky, but if you do open this with a full combo, you get to rip one additional.
Yeah.
It's not bad. And yeah, this card also kills a lot of back rows for me.
You're right.
Yeah. And rest for hand traps. I have 3 Ash and 3 Droll.
Nice.
Droll is just good for the meta. I need it for Spyro and Luna, obviously. Ash, it was like 2 Ash, 2 Ash, maybe even 2 Ogre, but I realized I need something to stop Pots, Hidden City, Spoofing, Alistair, Shadow Fusion.
Yeah.
Mainly Shadow Fusion.
Yeah.
That's why I maxed out Ash and took out Ogre. Yeah, so I think it's 27 monsters and spells. 3 quick launch, cause broken. It's a teleport, and no one's per turn. The side effect is that monster cannot attack, go be destroyed at the end
So
phase.
this is insane. I was actually testing a Rokket Pendulum deck a while ago with just 3 E-Tellies like this, just to get more counters and stuff. And
Cards
this card
actually
as
just
But then I
broken.
realized it was only good when I drew this. But when I drew the Rockets, not so much.
Yeah,
That card's, like,
but in this
wow.
side, if I draw the Rocket, they're
yeah,
still
it's-
good.
oh, yeah, for sure, exactly, yeah.
The Rockets are good because I have another field spell.
Right.
This card's so charged. At some point, has 3 effects. So first, you get to so there's 2 parts for the first effect. You get to choose one between the 2.
Yeah.
First effect, you get to either special summon up to 2 Rocket with different names from your hand. So that's usually your special summons when you go first. And the second part of the first effect is you get to revive any number of Rocket in your graveyard with different names to your board up to the different number from each field. So like, against Carl game 2, when I was locked on Winda, I will just keep reviving 2-3 monsters every turn, trying to survive, trying to draw like my Dark Ruler so I can combo afterwards by then, and he killed me before that. Yeah, the card's also searchable by Strike Dragon, so...
Right, yeah.
And the best part, this card gained all my Rocket 300 attack and defense. Yo, imagine Salomon Green Sanctuary boost all your Salah for 300. Suddenly you're facing like 21 Sunlight Wolf and 26 Helios, right?
You can't pop that.
Yeah, and I've crushed a window with this on the board with my Silver Rocket. It was 19, become 22. I just crushed it.
Nice, nice.
I've survived against Last Warrior because that's 2350. I set Rocket Recharger with the field spell, make it 20-foot defense. So we just sit there for like 10 turns, see who get the out first.
Who summoned Last Warrior?
Yeah, I hit the Waking the Dragon by Lightning Storm, but I was able to survive with it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so card's pretty good. There's 1 Ravine because searchable is Romulus.
Yeah.
2 Ola's Legacy Guard Dragon. This is the best extender in the deck. It could be bricky, but whenever you resolve it, like the moving spot effects will able to make me combo Guard Dragons easier than regular.
Right.
And also I've Coral Chain El Shaddai on this one, so I just decided to add the monster back to my hands of special summon
cool,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
And Foolish and Shrine. I need to send Router to search Rocket Tracer.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes I can even send like Brotor, Destrudo, or Keeper of the Shrine.
Nice.
And a lot of 3 cards, 3 Cosmic. I've heard.
Oh, main?
I mean, like the engine's about 30 cards. The last 10 were just like 3 Ash,
Yeah,
3 Troll,
staples.
3 Cosmic, 1 Fantas.
Yeah.
I've heard like decent pro Spiral players start maining or focusing more on Mystic Mind. So I want to have a natural out in my deck
Right.
to out it.
Sure.
At least like less pressure with it.
Yeah.
Like the card's also good. It hits Luna Tiger.
Right.
Yeah.
It is a lot of stuff.
So it's 40 cards in the main. No traps.
Alright.
So
Yeah,
extra
traps suck. Who play those?
40 always.
Extra 3 striker dragons.
Striker, nice.
Strikers. Yeah, my striker cards. I actually need 3. I use 2 for my going first combo almost every time. And I need the 3rd for
Follow.
Yeah, turn 3 follow up plays. LP LP is probably getting banned as well, but
Rock you in Vegas it is. Let's go.
we'll see after that. Sphere and Ramnus, good dragons generics. Big Cop. This one's like very important to be here. It's the only link to with arrows like this that can turn on your guard dragons.
Yeah.
That's also able to use Nibiru token and able to be summoned after I use Tracer, which I lock on Dark afterwards. This is the only one, so it has to be this one. Then there's some Rokket extra. There's the Quabble Dragon and the Dangerous Dragon. So this one, you discard a card in your hand to target a link monster on the board, destroy it, or target any monster on the board, destroy it. If you destroy a link monster that way, you get to special summon up to any number of rockets in your graveyard with different names, up to the number of the link ratings.
Cool.
I've popped an IP for my opponent, got 2 free special summon back. I've popped on Friday in a win match, someone board load my link 4. Next turn I just go summon this, pop my link 4 rockets back.
That was rough.
Wow.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was rough.
Yeah, this is the other soul charging the deck. And triple burst, need a link 3 dragon with arrows. And the boss monsters. Unchained Abomination Board Sword. Unchained Abomination, this card is amazing. Has 3 effects. One, during each end phase, I can pop a card on the field. Each end phase. 2, if a card got destroyed by battle, I get to destroy a card on the field. 3, if something got destroyed by card effect except by its own effect, I get to destroy a card on the field. So I just keep ripping cards from my opponent.
Yeah.
Oh, also this effect, whenever I target my own rockets, it triggers those. Like that's one of the going first combo. I use this to trigger silver rockets and rip a card from my opponent's extra deck. And 2 synchros, Boar Savage and Draco Berserker thing. Boar Savage, obviously, it's a rocket deck, it's the ace monster.
Yeah.
I've summoned him way more in defense because Lightning Storm. So I've never really enjoyed the game attack effect. Draco Berserker thing. This is like another best like dark level A synchro I can play. If it has first effect, whenever opponent activate a monster, I can banish it. It doesn't negate it, but still like pseudo negate some of things. Like I played an Orcus round 2, and he has a Gizmak in the graveyard. I summoned this. His Gizmak is there.
Yeah.
And it has a second effect. Whenever it beat over monsters, it gained the attack, and I'm able to attack again in the same turn on monsters.
Yeah.
So, and like the gain attack is permanent. I've made this guy like 7k something at one point. Yeah, that's the extra.
Also number 2.
Yeah, it's Borsal number 2.
Before you go on, what does Dangerous Dragon
Oh yeah, I
do?
forgot to explain that one. So this one, it does nothing on the board. It's a link to generic require only dark dragons. So I usually link the guard dragons away for this. So I'm no longer locked on dragons. And this one has a grave effect. Whenever I summon or special summon a rocket to my board, I get to bring this back for free. It just get banished afterwards. So this become like free link to materials afterwards.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the extra deck. And for the side deck, everyone's reading my cards, so I'm expecting going to time. There's the hard rep. Card is actually not once per turn. It's per copy, not per name. So I've practiced to see how many times I can resolve this against like Nibiru or hand traps. The result was, at most case, I can resolve it 3 times in a turn. Assume the first 2 fail. Then there's our 2 Nibiru, 2 Dark Ruler, 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Evenly for going second.
Nice.
Deck is already good going first, so I didn't play that many going first cards.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to max out this, but I don't have space for it because I play so the reboot for the trap deck.
Yeah.
And the rest are the going first cards. I'm a little bit worried about Dark Cruiser and maybe sometimes Lightning Storm because I still have Link Monster on board.
Yeah.
And Mr. Mind.
You're right.
Shut off fusion and shut off fusion, those two. Mr. Mind, shut off fusion. So I want to have some else to those. That's why these cards are here.
Man, every time other decks do good, for some reason, it always has more pendulum hates.
Yeah.
Weird.
Weird. Everything's good with spells, so we turn off the spells. Like on finals game 3, no, both top 8 and finals game 3, I just started my hand with combo plus anti-spell. I just auto win at that point. I had to borrow Savage with anti-spell and enough damage on the board. Even he, like, the only else he technically could have is if he draws Super Poly, he didn't, or he had evenly, which I had to borrow Savage to take care of it. So that's it. Also, I stopped losing Tiger, which is good.
You always gotta stop those pendulum cards.
Yeah, the pendulum cards.
Bro, all I gotta say is that deck looks insane. I'm really looking forward to see you play this in Vegas.
Yeah.
Any last shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my team, Team Collector Store. Let's see what they want me to say. Store code TCS5 for 5% off for every orders.
Check it out, guys.
Yeah. Shout out to all the friends who tasked with me, like back when I was in Philly. Especially shout out to David Mendoza. He let me borrow his Spiral Core. I just didn't use it. But I still appreciate him for let me borrow it for like the entire 2 weeks. Shout out to everyone who tasked with me online or in real life. And yeah, shout out to everyone for supporting me.
Hey, sounds good. Congratulations, man. It's an incredible feat. And hey, we'll see you in Vegas later, guys.
See ya.
Run it out, yeah, run up the score, run it out.